Have you ever forgotten where you put your keys, struggled to focus on simple tasks, or felt your mind go completely blank in the middle of a conversation? The problem might not be your brain, it might be your breakfast. Welcome back to WellCare Diaries, where we document your journey to better health. Today we're talking about how the food on your plate changes what happens inside your head. I'll show you exactly which foods make you smarter and which foods make you slower. Let's dive in. Your brain is hungry. Right now, as you listen to this, your brain is using 20% of all the energy in your body. That's more than any other organ. And here's the interesting part. Your brain doesn't care if you're sitting down doing nothing or solving a difficult math problem. It still uses the same amount of energy. So the question is, where does this energy come from? The answer is simple: food. Everything you eat directly affects how your brain works. Think about your brain like an expensive car. You wouldn't put dirty fuel in a Ferrari, right? Your brain is 1,000,000 times more valuable than any car. But most people feed it like it's an old, broken machine. They eat whatever is quick and easy, and then they wonder why they can't focus, why they feel tired all the time, why they forget simple things. Let me tell you something that might surprise you. Your brain is made of fat. About 60% of your brain is pure fat. This means your brain needs healthy fats to work properly. But not all fats are the same. The good fats are called omega-3 fatty acids. These are found in fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel. They're also in walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds. When you eat these foods, you're giving your brain the building blocks it needs to create new brain cells. Yes, you can grow new brain cells, even as an adult. But here's where most people go wrong. They eat too many bad fats from fried foods, packaged snacks, and fast food. These fats cause inflammation in your brain. Inflammation is like a small fire burning inside your head. It makes it harder to think clearly. It slows down your memory. One study found that people who eat fried food more than 4 times a week have a 48% higher risk of depression. That's almost half more likely to feel sad and hopeless just from eating fried food. Now let's talk about sugar. This is probably the biggest brain killer in modern diets. When you eat sugar, your blood sugar goes up fast. You feel good for maybe 20 or 30 minutes, but then comes the crash. Your blood sugar drops, and suddenly you feel tired, foggy, and irritable. Your brain runs on glucose, which is a type of sugar, but it needs a steady, slow supply of glucose, not a massive spike followed by a crash. Here's what happens inside your brain when you eat too much sugar. Your brain starts to develop something called insulin resistance. When your brain becomes insulin resistant, it can't use glucose properly anymore. Studies show that people with insulin resistance in the brain have much higher rates of Alzheimer's disease. In fact, some scientists now call Alzheimer's type 3 diabetes because the connection is so strong. The worst part about sugar is that it's hidden everywhere. It's not just in candy and soda. It's in bread, sauces, yogurt, and even foods that are labeled as healthy. The average person eats about 17 teaspoons of added sugar every day. That's almost 3 times more than what doctors recommend. So what should you eat instead? Let me give you the foods that actually make your brain work better. First, eat more vegetables, especially green leafy ones. Spinach, kale, broccoli, and lettuce are packed with vitamins that protect your brain cells. One study followed 900 older adults for 5 years. The people who ate 1 serving of green leafy vegetables every day had brains that were 11 years younger than people who didn't eat them. 11 years younger, just from eating more greens. Next, berries. Blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, and raspberries are loaded with antioxidants. Antioxidants fight against free radicals that damage your brain cells. Studies show that people who eat berries regularly have better memory and slower mental decline as they age. You only need half a cup of berries a day to see benefits. Now let's talk about eggs. For years, people were told that eggs were bad. This advice was completely wrong. Eggs are one of the best brain foods you can eat. They contain something called choline. Choline helps your brain make a chemical essential for memory and learning. 1 egg gives you about 25% of the choline you need each day. Whole grains are another brain booster. I'm talking about oats, brown rice, quinoa, and whole wheat bread. Not white bread or white rice. Those act just like sugar in your body. Whole grains release glucose slowly into your bloodstream. This gives your brain a steady supply of energy throughout the day. No spikes, no crashes. Dark chocolate is on this list too. Yes, chocolate can be good for your brain, but I'm talking about dark chocolate with at least 70% cocoa. Dark chocolate contains flavonoids that increase blood flow to your brain. More blood flow means more oxygen and nutrients reaching your brain cells. One study found that people who ate dark chocolate performed better on memory tests just 2 hours after eating it. Let me tell you about nuts. Walnuts, almonds, cashews, and pistachios contain healthy fats, protein, and vitamin E. Vitamin E protects your brain from oxidative stress. Research shows that people who eat nuts regularly have a 20% lower risk of cognitive decline. Just a handful of nuts a day can make this difference. Water deserves its own section. Your brain is 75% water. When you're dehydrated, even by just 2%, your brain function drops significantly. You can't concentrate, you feel confused, your mood gets worse. Most people walk around slightly dehydrated all day without realizing it. Drink water throughout the day. A simple rule is to drink 8 glasses of water daily. Now let's talk about the foods that are stealing your brain power. Artificial sweeteners might seem like a good alternative to sugar, but research suggests they might be even worse for your brain. They confuse your body's natural ability to regulate blood sugar. They also change the bacteria in your gut. Your gut and your brain are connected. When your gut bacteria are unhealthy, your brain suffers too. Processed meats like hot dogs, bacon, and deli meats contain preservatives called nitrates. These chemicals have been linked to increased inflammation in the brain. If you love these foods, you don't have to cut them out completely. Just eat them less often. Maybe once a week instead of every day. Alcohol is another brain destroyer. The science is clear. Alcohol kills brain cells. Even moderate drinking can shrink your brain over time. It affects the part of your brain responsible for memory and learning. You don't have to become completely sober, but reducing your alcohol intake will noticeably improve your mental clarity and memory. Here's something most people don't know. The timing of when you eat matters almost as much as what you eat. Eating late at night disrupts your sleep. Poor sleep destroys your brain's ability to clean itself. During deep sleep, your brain removes toxic waste products. When you don't sleep well, these toxins build up. Try to finish eating at least 3 hours before bed. Let me give you a simple action plan you can start today. For breakfast, have eggs with spinach and whole grain toast. Mid-morning, eat a handful of nuts. For lunch, include a big salad with leafy greens, some grilled salmon or chicken, and olive oil dressing. Snack on berries in the afternoon. For dinner, have brown rice or quinoa with vegetables and protein. Drink water throughout the day. Have a small piece of dark chocolate after dinner if you want something sweet. This isn't about being perfect. It's about making better choices more often. If you eat fast food 5 times a week, try reducing it to 3 times. Small changes add up to big results over time. Your brain is constantly rebuilding itself based on what you feed it. Every meal is a chance to make your brain stronger or weaker. The effects of food on your brain aren't instant, but they're also not slow. You can feel differences in your focus and energy within days of changing your diet. Within weeks, your memory improves. Studies show that people who switch to a brain-healthy diet show measurable improvements in cognitive tests within just 6 weeks. Your brain is the most complex object in the known universe. It contains 86 billion neurons. It's capable of incredible things: creativity, problem-solving, love, imagination. Everything that makes you who you are exists in your brain. Don't you think it deserves the best fuel possible? Thank you for watching. If this video helped you, please hit that like button. Subscribe to WellCare Diaries for more science-backed health tips every week. Comment below, what's one food you're going to add for better brain health? I read every comment and love hearing from you. Remember, your health is your wealth. What you eat today shapes how you think tomorrow.
Take care of your brain, and it will take care of you. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay healthy, stay sharp, and keep documenting your wellness journey. This is WellCare Diaries, signing off.